1 minute and 15 seconds. A multitude of events can occur in this short interval that are beautiful, devastating, or even both at the same time. For Radha, my 6-year-old daughter with late infantile MLD, this 1 minute and 15 seconds has been truly life-saving. For over 2 years, Radha has been enrolled in an enzyme replacement trial involving the infusion of just 5 milliliters of enzyme therapy over 1 minute and 15 seconds. This treatment has given her an opportunity for life and living that I thought she had once lost. My name is Sonal, and I'm a pediatric gastroenterologist. The moment Radha was diagnosed with MLD, I instantly knew the medical complications that would eventually unravel as the disease progressed. Radha was not a candidate for gene therapy or bone marrow transplant. Enzyme replacement therapy seemed to be the only option. However, at the time, the only ongoing trial was close to enrollment. For the next year and a half, we watched as the sparkle in Radha's eyes slowly faded. Then, as if a shroud of darkness had been lifted, a modified ERT trial was open, giving us a whisper of hope that we could keep Radha stable. My husband Vibhav and I initially had simple expectations regarding outcomes when Radha was first enrolled. Her disease was advanced by that point, and she had lost nearly all gross and fine motor skills. She was nonverbal and required enteral nutrition for sustenance. Our hopes were that enzyme replacement would prevent her disease from progressing and would minimize discomfort and suffering. After all, these are and always will be our goals for Radha's care. Little did we know that our expectations would be far exceeded. At the very start of the trial, we almost immediately noticed an increase in Radha's vocalization. She began cueing us with her voice, whereas previously she had become completely silent. This has allowed her to interact more with her environment and the people around her. Her sleep patterns have improved, requiring less administration of melatonin, and she is much more comfortable while awake. Over time, she has regained gross and fine motor skills, something we never could have imagined. She reaches and holds objects, activates toys with her hands, kicks her legs gently in the water, and independently pushes down on tricycle pedals. She gives hugs. Her reflexes, which previously were lost, have returned in all 4 extremities. Additionally, Radha has had significant improvements in cognition. Her school teachers and therapists send messages regularly that she has reached her therapy goals and that more advanced goals need to be formulated. She asks to take a nap, to read books, sing songs, for diaper changes with a visual gaze language device. She answers comprehension questions with an 80% accuracy. She was hospitalized 3 times in 2 months prior to initiating enzyme replacement therapy. Since trial enrollment, Radha has been hospitalized only once in over 2 years. Lastly, and most importantly, this treatment has allowed Radha to reveal her true personality to us. She is brilliant, tenacious, sassy, patient, and forgiving. She will repeatedly knock objects off a table intentionally just to watch you pick them up. She will laugh when you sneeze or trip over yourself. She both loves and is annoyed by her younger brother. She senses when someone is frustrated, and what I love most is that she complains when she is not being given attention. We've been fortunate that Radha has had no side effects from the enzyme infusions to date. We spend our Friday mornings at the trial clinic site for 2.5 hours, then carry on with the rest of our day. I could not imagine a smoother process which has had such an immense impact. Regarding future drug development, I feel that research emphasis should be placed on management and treatment of those who are currently symptomatic in order to decrease morbidity and mortality. Improvements in oral intake, head control, gut motility, and hypertonicity can help alleviate suffering and further decompensation. Improvements in these and other similar issues should be the primary endpoints of future clinical trials involving symptomatic patients, as opposed to the achievement of gross motor milestones, which is less realistic and has a less significant clinical impact. Patient and family-reported data and videos should be used to assess whether there have been improvements since starting an experimental therapy. Patients may respond to treatments differently, but this does not mean that each response is not significant and beneficial. I know there's a low likelihood that my daughter will ever walk. She likely will not be able to eat by mouth. She will not be the same child she was prior to her diagnosis of MLD. Still, Radha's life has value and significance. Through the help of enzyme replacement, she is able to interact with the world, and the world can interact with her, which has led to a substantial improvement in the quality of her life. Could there be a more worthy reason to pursue further drug development? As a physician, I know when treatments are futile. I've seen firsthand the implications of prolonging life when the quality is poor. This treatment is not futile. It has given Radha an opportunity to experience and enjoy life to the best of her ability. Thank you.